What is that we are in search of? Lots of things. Peace, calmness, that quiet atmosphere, aspiration, desire, love, care, affection, kindness, and the list just goes on and on and on. And I'm very much sure that you too have lots from your end to add to this list on what is that we keep searching for. As I was just pondering about this thought, a coincidence that I watched a movie. Tears definitely rolled down. Or is it just because I watched this movie? Or a part of me I saw in that movie? After quite some time, I didn't move from the place. In one stretch, I watched this movie, starting to the end, with the same excitement, like that child who always has that focus element. When the child likes to do something, it could be anything, a painting, singing, dancing, or playing, or anything. There is perfection when the child draws on the wall. Did I say perfection? Yes. Being perfect or being acknowledged that we are perfect by others, isn't it a normal human tendency to accept, or rather expect, that people tell us how beautifully you've done this work? Or will you get excited and very show the happiness when they say, "Hey, this looks perfect. How did you manage to do this work?" That perfect as a word, a 7-letter word, right? Perfect. It not only brings a joy in someone's face, but it also brings about this pride element that, yes, I did it. I'm acknowledged. Or rather, I have this yardstick in terms of measurement or quantification, and I have just reached that yardstick. Or went, or rather I would say overachieved. Who creates this yardstick? It's we who do that. I did that too. Wish to be that perfect person. Wish to be that perfect mother. Wish to be that perfect daughter. Perfect here and there and everywhere. Sometimes I just broke down to pieces. Alongside though, I broke down to pieces several times because I had created a yardstick in my mind that I have to be perfect. Because being perfect gives its own pride and joy. More than a joy, it was a pride element. As I'm sharing this, I am controlling the drops of tears, which is just waiting at the edge of my eyes. It is just not the tears that were just trying to escape out of my eyes, but these are the tears which is indicating to me that 7-letter perfect is a short-lived complex. I rush behind that word. So many things are broken to pieces. Expectation. It's good to be perfect. But do we miss out in appreciating those little beautiful things which is in front of our eyes? Do we miss out, consciously or unconsciously, what we are blessed with? In the process of becoming that perfect person, not in the front of the mirror, but in others' eyes. What and all are we losing? No. I'm not here to say don't be perfect. Don't give your best. But in the course of being one, what are the things that we have been missing out in this journey? Even when I'm recording this, I don't have a perfect studio kind of a setup. A perfect mic? No. A perfect setup? Not at all. I just switched off the fan and I'm going with the flow. Do I sound vulnerable? I would say that is the authentic side of mine. Being real. Accepting the fact that I am imperfect at home. I can carry a mask wherever I go and wear that mask and shine through the eyes in the form of a smile. But is it real? Not exactly. It is just like that ring light or that light source to illuminate our face for some time. But the reality is, when we switch off that light and look at our reflection inside out, it's fine if I'm not one at times. It's fine to aspire to be one. But in the mad rush, yes, in the mad rush to be one, I have lost myself. I have screamed at times. I have cried at times. I went silent several times. As a coach, I have worked with hundreds of people to help them deal with their emotional or the mental aspects to create that mental and emotional well-being. But I realized that there are still that unhealed portion in me. I somehow feel, as you're listening to what I'm sharing, that you too have that unhealed part within you. Are you trying to heal it without knowing what is the root cause? Without knowing what is this injury all about? Without knowing what is this wound all about? It's for example like this. We go to the doctor complaining about stomach ache, and the doctor just examines our hands, gives a medicine and an ointment and says, apply this on your hand and sleep. But what is the root cause? We went for a stomach ache. Aren't we doing the similar thing with us? We talk about healing, therapy, let alone therapy. With so many gadgets and so many informations and tools and people and so many information available at a fingertip, what we need to heal, we have just let it build into a larger wound. What we really need to heal is to address the wound that we have, where we have. I've accepted, and yes, it's difficult to accept the imperfect side, wanting to be the best, wanting to be a great mother, wanting to be a perfect daughter, wanting to be that perfect me, perfect Mira, wanting to be perfect entrepreneur, wanting to be perfect, I don't know what else, but I'm not one. I'm at my home, and I'm that imperfect at home, because it is at this place I know what I am, because it is at this place where I lead a professional, a personal, an individual, an unmasked me. As I'm sharing this, I definitely know that the tears are rolling down. I'm wiping it off. The expectations sometimes, not by others, by our own self. We don't have to search for an iceberg story outside. We are the iceberg, and we are just adding the layer beneath the sea line, or the ocean line, or the visible line. We are adding lots and lots to the root, thinking that we are making our root strong. But what we are doing is, yes, I would proudly say that because most of us have been wearing this mask, enjoying the recognitions and accolades and acknowledgements and the awards, that we have done it all. But there is something which is always pulling us down, and we are just decaying our roots. I wish to say that those of you who are listening to this podcast, my dear friends, if you're thinking you are imperfect, there I am, standing next to you, rubbing the shoulder and telling you that it's okay to be imperfect. It's absolutely fine to be one at home. Because home is a place we get to know who we are in the real world. Home is a place where the decomposing of the manure happens. Home is the place where the manure is formed. Home is the place where the nutrients are formed. And nutrients are just not formed just like that. The waste from the kitchen stinks. Unused, or the wasted vegetable or the fruits, these food waste stink a lot. But it is at home. You put it in the soil, in the garden, let it compost, and after that one particular period, that serves as a nutrient. Imperfections is a stepping stone to build, just not perfection, but a conscious living. smiling ear to ear now. Does this resonate with you? I so wish it does. It's absolutely fine to be perfect, and it's normal to be imperfect at home. Because this is the place where we can openly and vocally say, yes, you are wrong, I am also wrong, let's make it happen. Let's correct it. Let's work towards creating a home. Thank you for listening. We'll be back with yet another. This is Meera here, signing off in the Dino and Oasis, Meera's Oasis podcast.